is to see more U.S. companies such as Chevron and others continue to invest in Bangladesh and in SYLHET. And one of the things we had a chance to talk about this morning was the great potential in SYLHET around tourism, domestic tourism and eventually international tourism, to the benefit of not just Bangladesh but the region, and with our economic investment and interaction, the benefit of the people of Bangladesh and the United States. When I was in SYLHET, I also had the first chance to visit the Rotterdam Special Biodiversity Conservation Area. I don't know if you saw the pictures yesterday. I had a chance to take the boat ride through that lovely and very unique swamp forest that I'd heard much about in my 10 months here in Bangladesh, and at long last had the chance to go and visit. And it really is a precious and unique area that needs to be protected, and congratulations to Bangladesh for managing to preserve that really, really interesting and fragile environment and ecosystem that, again, could be a real cornerstone for tourism here in SYLHET. The conserving ecosystems is critical because they're home to protected species and provide ecosystem services such as protecting populations from floods. The co-management committees taking the lead to conserve protected areas are invaluable in ensuring Bangladesh continues to be resilient and grows its ability to adapt to natural and man-made disasters alike, and I congratulate everyone on this very important work. So this morning I was happy to meet with the SYLHET Divisional Commissioner Mustafizur Rahman and SYLHET District Deputy Commissioner Qazi Imadul Islam again. I've met them on previous trips. It's always a pleasure to sit down and talk about opportunities here in SYLHET. And one of the things we talked about specifically today is the encouraging signs that SYLHET is taking to combat the issue of trafficking in persons. We discussed anti-trafficking in persons efforts in SYLHET and actions taken by the Deputy Commissioner's Office against illegal travel agencies and traffickers this past summer. And as you know, the government and the community's Counter-Trafficking Committee partnered together to hold illegal travel agencies to account for the deaths of Bangladeshis this past May when a ship capsized in the Mediterranean. So my congratulations to the governance here in SYLHET on addressing that issue in a very proactive way. The Divisional Commissioner and I also discussed measures that must be taken to break the profit incentive for traffickers to continue exploiting vulnerable people, including by prosecuting traffickers in criminal courts. Working with Bangladesh to address human trafficking and increasing access to justice for survivors of trafficking is a top priority for the U.S. government, certainly a top priority for the United States Embassy, and one of my top priorities as well. And it's reassuring and encouraging to know that everywhere I travel in Bangladesh, they feel the same urgency that we do. And the actions this past summer showed criminal networks that are trafficking have no safe haven here. We hope that other communities across the country will see your story as a model of how communities can work together to stop traffickers. Whether finding ways to bring new jobs to the area, like Chevron has, or conserving special areas like Rotterdam, or stopping human trafficking, we all need to work together as international, national, and local team to safeguard the places we call home. And as I depart SYLHET, and I will be coming back in the near future again, my message is, at a time when the Indo-Pacific region is facing new technological and environmental and security challenges, the United States and Bangladesh need to continue to work together to sustain an open investment environment made possible Bangladesh's remarkable growth, and that's our vision and commitment to Bangladesh and the Bangladeshi people under our Indo-Pacific strategy. And let me just say again, whenever I travel to SYLHET, it's probably the highlight is when I get to interact with the young people in your communities and work, and just spending some time yesterday with the young boys and girls who are taking advantage of Chevron's scholarship program reminds me of the unlimited potential of this remarkable country. There was a conference in Boston, I think it was a month ago, that was attended by a number of senior Bangladeshi government officials and members of civil society and people who are interested in your country in Boston, and it was called Bangladesh Rising. And everywhere I travel in this country, that's the sense I get, a country on the rise, a country that's had a remarkable journey over the last 48 years, an upward economic trajectory. We all know that development trajectory needs to go hand in hand with development and democratic enhancement and improvement as well, and we work quite a bit on those issues. So with that, again, thank you all for being here, and thank you for allowing me to visit your community. Thank you. Thank you. And we'll leave the press release with you in English and Bangla. No, not this time. The next time I come back.
Yeah.